Good morning children. Hope you are all fine. Last day we have discussed about the lesson quick recap. That means what we learned in earlier class. And we have studied some questions, how to write number names, how to write the expanded form, how to find place values, etc. We have studied at last class. And the last class, some of the students has written how to find the largest number and how to find the smallest number from a group of numbers, isn't it? Some of the students already answered 6th and 7th questions. Those who remain to answer it fast. Now, teacher moves to our next question, that is question number 8 today. And the question is, arrange the following numbers in ascending and descending order. Order of arrangement of numbers. How can we arrange the numbers? There are two ways. One is called ascending order, other one is called descending order. What is meant by ascending order? From the lower class itself you studied climbing the staircase, climbing the staircases, or writing the numbers according to their values from small to big. According to their values, how can we write the numbers? From small to big. When you arrange the numbers from small to big, that is called ascending order of numbers. And descending order, the next one is descending order. Descending order is just reverse of this. That is arrangement of numbers from big to small. Arrangement of numbers from big to small. So let us go to this one. Given numbers are, there are 4 numbers given to us. See, among the given numbers, 3 of them are in 6,000s and one is 7,000 something. And first we need the order of arrangement as ascending order. So we need the smallest number among this. So when you go through the smallest numbers, see this one, all are 6, 6, 6, 6, 7. Then find out the second digit. Among the second digit, which one is? Here 7, here 5, here 8. Among 7, 5 and 8, which one is small? 5 is small. So, this is our first smallest number, 6,567. Then comes 7, that is 6,765. Then the third number is 6,876. And our last number is what? 7,866. Is it clear? Then descending order means you needn't want to bother. Just write the given above numbers in reverse order. That is the biggest number first. 7866 first. Then next number is 6876. Then 6765. Then comes 6567. Is it clear? So actually you need to study only one order of arrangement. The other one is just reverse writing. So ascending order means small to big. Descending order means big to small. So find out the smallest one and write it here in ascending order. So almost the 3 numbers are all in 6,000s. So we need to compare the next place. When comparison is going on, from word to word you have to start from your left hand to your right hand. So all the 6s are same. So comparison is not possible. Then we move to the next digit. Next digits are 7, 5 and 8. 7, 5 and 8 we can easily understand. Which one is first one? 5. Then comes 7. Then comes 8. So which number is coming with 5? 6,567. Like that way. So descending order means just reverse of writing these. Now teacher has done question number D from 8th question. What you have to do? You have to answer A, B, C from 8. Okay. As homework. Make it clear and do the homework. Next, let us move to our 9th question. What is our 9th question? Add the given numbers. And there are 3 questions. Teacher is doing which question? C. What about A and B? Homework for you. Okay. Now let us start with the question numbers are 6,545 plus 2354. What we do to do addition? Write the numbers one by one. First you write, then write plus followed by the second number. Then next what we do? First we write the numbers one after the other. Okay. Then column wise addition. 5 and 4 together gives 9. Again 5 and 4, 9. 5 plus 3, 8. 6 plus 2, 8. So what is our answer? 8,899. Then let us move to 10th question. What is it? Subtract the following. There are how many questions? 3. Which one is teacher is going to do? Yes, teacher is going to do the first one. So what about B and C? Homework questions. Now same as previous one. Write the numbers one by one. Minus of 4, 8, 7, 6. Now what we want to do? Like column wise addition. Here what we want to do? Column wise subtraction. So in the first column what are the digits? 7 and 6. 7 minus 6. So what will be our answer? 1. But see the next column. 6 minus 7. Is it possible? 6 is small. 7 is big. So what we do to subtract? There comes our method. What is our method? Borrow 1 from the previous number. So you borrow from 4. Then 4 becomes 3 because 4 is giving its 1 to whom? 6. So what happened to 6? By getting 1, 6 won't become 7. What you have to write? 16 you have to write. What you have to write? 16. So 16 is big now. 16 minus 7, what will be your answer? 9. Again when you goes to third column, what will happen? 3 comes here. 3 minus 8 possible? No. So what we want to do? Again apply the borrowing method from the previous one. That is 5 become 4 and this 3 becomes 13 now. By getting 1 it will become 13. Don't write 4. It becomes 13. Then 13 minus 8 how much coming? 5. And what is 4 minus 4? 0. Either you can write 0 or you can avoid 0 as you like. Okay. So got the idea how to borrow from others? So 7 minus 6 directly possible, we wrote 1. But in the second column 6 minus 7 not possible. So borrow from here. So it becomes 3 and this 6 becomes 16. 16 minus 7 understood 9. Then next comes 3. 3 minus 8 possible? No. Again borrow from the previous one. So this becomes 4 and 3 becomes 13. 13 minus 8 is 5. 4 minus 4, 0. Those who are interested can write 0. If you forgot to write, no problem arises. Okay. So do the other two as homework. If you have any doubt, you can ask the teacher itself. Okay. Now let us move to multiplication. So when we are doing multiplication or division, what we want to know? We want to know the multiplication table. How to study the table? Did you by heart it? No. If those who didn't by heart yet want to by heart it easily. How can we by heart it? One day we can by heart it? No. 2 days? No. What we want to do? Take a piece of paper or the back side of your mathematics notebook. Write all the tables on it. Then what you want to do after writing? Finish? No. What you have to do? Daily morning and evening you have to read it once or twice. Then within 10 days it will be a routine and also it will be by heart to you. Every morning and evening you have to open your notebook, read the table, not study, read the table once or twice. Then within 10 days it is already understood to you and it's by heart to you. Is it okay? Want to follow the instruction properly. Okay. Then here comes, teacher is doing only one question. 98 into 94. Multiplication of 2-digit numbers. So let me write, as I told, first 98 written, then 94 written. When you are writing, you leave space and write down. Okay. Then let us begin with 4. So you need to go through which table? Table of 4. So start from 4. 4 to 8. 4 into 8, how much coming? 32. 32 is there actually, but can we write 32 here? No, we need to write only the first digit. That is 2. Then what we do with remaining 3? Remaining 3, you write it over 9 because it is carrying over to the next column. So like this. Then comes 4 into 9. 4 nines are how much? 36. And along with 36, what you have to add? The carryover digit. What is it? 3. 36 plus 3 is 39. And here we can write 39 itself. Why? There is no digit remaining to us. There is nothing remaining. So directly what we have written? 39 we have written. So it's finished. Then we are starting our multiplication with 9. So what we want to do first? First we have to place a 0 in the place of 2 or in the place of 1's digit. What you have to do? Write 0 because this is the second digit now. So first digit will be 0. Now start with this one. 9 8s are 72. Teacher is written 2. 7 I have written here. 7. Again 9 9s are 81. 81 plus 7 how much? 88. Now add column wise. This is the addition. That is 2 plus 0, 2 itself. 9 plus 2 is 11. Carry over 1. So 1 plus 3, 4. 4 plus 8, 12. And here comes 1 again. So 1 plus 8 is 9. So 9212. Is it clear to you? Before starting with the multiplication of second digit, what you have to do first? Place a 0. Then start with this one. 9 8s are 72 and 7 balance. 9 9s are 81 plus 7 is 88. And already I told you in the previous case, if there is nothing remains, we can bring down the number here itself. Then add it properly. Remaining questions, do yourself. Okay. Now let us move to division. How to divide numbers using single digit. Okay, division of numbers using single digit numbers. Not 2 digit, single digit numbers. See the number given is called, what will you call this one? Have you studied about this one? The given number is called dividend. And which number is going to using to division? Divisor. Dividend is 1 to 1 and divisor is 7. So let us begin our division. How to divide numbers? First we want to write the first number. Then want to do like this, L shape. One line like this. Okay. Then let us write 7. What is our second number? 7. 7 here. Now let us begin with the division. So let us begin. First one, 1. Is 1 is divisible by 7? No, because 1 is smaller than 7. So what we want to do? Take 12 at a time. What you want to do? Take 12 at a time. As a group, 12. Number 12 has taken. Now think about, in 12, how many 7s are there? In 12, how many 7s are there? Only 1 7. Because when you take 2 7s, what will be the number? 14 comes. That is not possible. So what we want to take? How many times 7? 1 time. That one you have to write it on the top. Then you multiply. 1 into 7, 7. Now subtract 12 minus 7. How many are there? 12 minus 7? 5. Then what we want to do? Bring down the next digit alone. Only one digit you have to bring down. 1. So what will happen to the number now? 51 comes. So what we do? Again as 12, but we have to take in 51. How many 7s are there? How many 7s are there? How many 7s are there? Find out how many 7s are there. 1 7s are 7. 1 7 is 7. 2 7s are 14. Like that way. 6 7s are 42. 7 7s are 49. So 7 on the top. 49. Their product below. 51 minus 49 how much? Teacher told you no. Borrow 1. That is 4. And this number become 11. 11 minus 9 is 2. 4 minus 4 is 0. Needn't want to write. Teacher written that one. Now bring down our last digit. That is 1. So now the number is 21. In 21, how many 7s are there? 3. That is 3 times. And what will be our answer? Last answer 0. And in this case, the top, what you have written on the top, that is called 173 is called quotient. What is called? Quotient. And the last 0 is called remainder. This is called remainder. Next our question is 2454 divided by 3. 2454 2454 divided by 3. Same as previous one. Let us start with the first digit. First digit is smaller than 3. So what we want to do? 24 together we need to take. In 24 how many 3s are there? Correct possible. How many times? 8 times possible. Then answer becomes 0. Want to bring down which number? 5. Now think about in 5 how many 3s are there? 1, 3. Easily understood, isn't it? So 3. Now subtract 5 minus 3 how much? 2. What you have to do next? Bring down 4. Again 24 has come. How many 3s are there in 24? 8 3s are there. So what is our answer? Okay. So our quotient is 818 and our remainder is 0. Want to do remaining to yourself. Okay.